Pop Squad, coming at you. Hey everybody. Wow. This channel is really funny because I started it really as because I was bored out of my skull during the pandemic, and it's been probably 2.5 years now that I've been doing this, and I didn't care if I got over 50 followers. This was just for me to react to music because I had seen people reacting to stuff online who were like in their 20s, young guys. The one I'm particularly thinking of was like I don't know if they were boyfriend or girlfriend or brother and sister or just friends, but it was a man and a woman, African American guys, kids, people, young adults, who were reacting to things like Queen and whatever, like stuff from the 70s and that sort of thing. And I was like, man, that's really cool. And I really thought it was great because they actually appreciated the music. Like they listened to it and liked it because, Christ, I mean, how do you listen to Queen and not think that's incredible? And I thought it would be funny because I've always really liked hip hop, to listen to the stuff that I never got a chance to hear. Some of you who've been following for a long time have heard a lot of this stuff before, but I just never got a chance to hear it because I grew up in a small town, and this is my opportunity to go to the internet and look up any freaking song I want to and listen to it. And I have no idea if I'm going to like it, but I find the more that I listen to music, and this has been true my entire life, the more I kind of pretty much accept anything because I know there is an intention behind it. There is a creative person behind it who is making this piece of music and they wanted it to say something, even if it's just a happy fun time song, right? And it also turns out that, man, there is a lot of super impressive, meaningful stuff getting done in the world of hip hop that I honestly think we should be paying a lot more attention to just as a society. So this has been a real education for me, and I mean it when I say thank you to all of you for following along and for being interested in what I have to say, because I'm telling you, this is just me talking. If I say something stupid, it's coming from in here and it's based on my history and things like that, and I'm constantly trying to learn more and be a better person, and I am not a perfect person. Believe me, I've done a bunch of crappy things in my life and hurt people that I didn't mean to, and all that stuff that happens in life, and it sucks. But some of the things I've really enjoyed about this is, for instance, getting retweeted last night, both retweeted and on Instagram by RXK Nephew, which was awesome. I don't know if he or any of his people will see this, but thank you, because I gained, I don't know, hundreds of followers in the last day. One of whom was this fella, or Smoothland, Smoothland, whatever, but M Smooth. He does reaction videos. I have not watched any yet, but I opened it up, and if you guys want to go check this out, go find M Smooth on YouTube and give his stuff a look. I'm going to check it out when I'm done recording these videos, and there you go. I'm probably just going to look at the music stuff. He's got some sports stuff too. It doesn't interest me at all because I'm just not a sports guy. But go check it out. M Smooth is the name he goes by on here, or Smoothland is what's on top. He's way more advanced than I am, and he has fewer subscribers than me, so give him some subscribers. I'm going to check you out later. Right now, I want to listen to 36Kealo, and that's just a really good picture of somebody. I mean, it's a really super basic picture, but that is a good picture. This was recommended to me by by Pee-wee, who emailed me, in fact. I think my email is in the About page, or About tab on my YouTube page, and you are welcome to email me. Anyway, 36Kealo, South Carolina native, embodies confidence, hustle, and perseverance in his rhymes. All the right ingredients for a successful artist. Rather than become a martyr to a lifestyle you learn all too well when growing up in a rural deep southern county, 36Kealo turned his environment into motivation. Okay, so this is interesting already. Rather than become a martyr to the lifestyle you learn all too well when growing up in a rural deep southern county. Right. So he's basically telling us he could have grown up to be basically a country bumpkin, right? Much like me, honestly, actually. Um, and that's not an insult. That's just my short form way of saying that. I could absolutely be somebody who's sitting at home listening to country music, which I hate, and uh, throwing bales of hay, because that's what a lot of my family does. They have farms and all sorts of that stuff. So it's just another lifestyle. His ambitions for better quality of life are the driving force behind 36Kealo's music, and it has always been so. I'm adding words. Growing up in I can't talk. Marlboro County. You'd think I could say Marlboro, considering that's what my dad smoked. With a population of less than 30,000, people combined meant a lack of resources and abundance of trouble. Yeah, boredom is trouble. His 2020 debut album, 111, is where the pieces clicked. Matured from the rap about drunken behavior and girls, Kealo has now found himself in the position to grow or shrink to the pressure of life. Don't understand exactly what that means. Mixing down south beats with prosperous lyrics and affirmations. I have a bug flying around here. Aspirations. The goal is bigger than keeping up with online topics. It's more than the music. That's clear on tracks. I'm sorry, I'm just reading this terribly. That's clear on tracks like Soulja Slim and Through a Fence from his aforementioned album. Boisterous rhymes still make an appearance on an anthem like First Class. God, this is not my day for reading. Boisterous rhymes still make an appearance on an anthem like the First Class produced banger. I assume it's Riots. R-I-O-Z. Riots? I don't know. On his latest released Evergreen Court, we see his artistic arc continue over 13 tracks. Standouts like Stay Down, You'll Come Up, and Make Yourself Proud not only display Kealo's storytelling ability, but also resonates with listeners on the same path of life, trying to figure it out. Amongst peers, 36Kealo is in a lane of his own. This is actually a fantastic little write-up for his biography, and it absolutely reflects the stuff that I've been talking about on here, where you rap about, you sing about, you write about, whatever sort of creative thing you do, the stuff that you know. And that's exactly what he's talking about. He was rapping about getting drunk and having a good time, and now he's rapping about basically how to navigate through life and what the stuff he's learning. And I think that's fantastic and awesome, and that he feels like he wants to share that with people. Perfect. It's absolutely, like I said, what you want to hear from a creator that you enjoy. Never heard of this guy. This is really new. Ject Privilege from June 22nd of this year. So, like 2 weeks ago. And let's just give this a listen. 2 minutes, 22 seconds. I wonder if an ad is going to play, because I've had this open for a little while because I had to do some stuff. So let's go. 36Kealo, Ject Privilege.
Hey, and I'm off that. Kealo. Don't need a rated, I let my soul speak. I came up on Criddle, they say I should teach. Get lost in my thoughts when I pull up and drink. Damn, TJ, you should be here with me. I ran it up off an L. Every beat I get on, they say I snap. He really not but.
Okay, I really thought that beginning was not, was a manipulation of his voice, but that's his voice. That's a awesome voice. That's fantastic.
Hey. I'm off that. Kilo. Don't need a rated, I let my soul speak. I came up on Criddle, they say I should teach. Get lost in my thoughts when I pull up and drink. Damn, TJ, you should be here with me. I ran it up off an L. Every beat I get on, they say I snap. He really not bought it, that nigga cap. Did it a different way, I didn't trap. Project nigga, I was raised on Section 8. Now I'm suburbs living, drinking champagne, eating steak. I'm sitting here, I'm questioning the guy like, why the fuck they hate? Cause every move I make, I do this shit to motivate. How the fuck you wanna get like a nigga when you even know you ain't willing to work? I used to sip on it every day, it started fucking with me, so I put down the shirt. I cannot go out like Ricky, I'd rather go out like I'm Tony before I'm on the shirt. I put my shawty on business, now she having bands, and I swear to God, it's not a purse. They say I act a little different, but when you come up, nigga, really show you their true colors. Why the fuck you throwing salt on a nigga when I treated you like you was my brother? Me and my puzzle don't get along, I know sometimes he probably wish he wore a rubber. Fuck it, I don't give a damn, cause him not being there, that shit turned me to a hustler. I play a rest like a Naomi, I tell them niggas eat dick if they hate on me. I see a coin in the market that red, so I'ma go ahead and drop me a little 8 on it. I'm in a booth cause they keep telling me that they want me to drop, so a young nigga stay on it. I just seen what nigga did to my people, so I let it hit if they play on me. Don't need a rated, I let my soul speak. I came up on Criddle, they say I should.
Okay, the music is great. Like, this beat is so... like, it's simple, but it really does a great job of carrying the song, because it's really like, not carrying the song, it does a good job of just being there. Just sounds great, and his performance is like 100% of what this song is, right? Or what this track is. It's him and his voice and the stuff he's saying, and it's super good stuff. It's great stuff. This is pretty much him talking about, like, I did all these things that he figured out were ruining his life, and they were ruining his life for him, right? He was drinking too much, and he wasn't getting anything done, and he decided, nope, I'm not going to do that anymore. I got to shift my focus. I got to, whatever, get serious. I just got to get out of this rut that I'm in, because I'm not getting done the things I want to get done. And it's such a good thing to say. And as somebody who was drinking for 4 or 5 years and completely ruined their lives, I'm talking about me, I absolutely can identify with what he's talking about, where it's like you recognize when you're in that place, like, this is not where I want to be, but I can't get out for whatever reason. For me, it was because I was afraid of withdrawal, because alcohol withdrawal is oddly one of the few things you can get withdrawal from that will actually kill you. A lot of dangerous drugs that you can actually OD on, you can't actually die from withdrawing from them, which is crazy. You feel terrible, absolutely awful, but alcohol can actually kill you, and that was what I was afraid of. And it took me also a while to recognize, like, oh yeah, this is not normal. Like, what I'm doing is not normal, and how did I get to this place? And so there's a lot of things that I had to deal with to just sort of understand what was going on. And it did help me that I, like, actually researched it and read a bunch of books about alcoholism until I finally figured out why I became alcoholic, and it had to do with stress. This is great. This is a really, really good song, and just the fact that, I mean, a lot like Shady Boy, right? He's pouring his heart out, talking about, I had to do these things for me to get ahead, and he feels like he treated his friends like brothers, and now that he's gotten ahead, they feel like he's changed, right? He didn't really change, he just wasn't really being true to himself when he was drinking and messed up all the time and not doing what he wanted to do and not feeling whole, I guess is the way I'd put it. And now he feels that way. At least that's the idea I get from this. And this is absolutely a fantastic video. And his voice is like my dream voice, right? It's got that growl that I have never heard a voice like this before, and I love that effect in somebody's voice. It's so good.
Get lost in my thoughts when I pull up and drink. Damn, TJ, you should be here with me. I ran it up off an L. Every beat I get on, they say I snap. He really not bad at that nigga Cal. Did it a different way, I didn't try. Nah, I be thinking to myself, like, bro, you supposed to be here with us and shit. No, we really doing it. Our young niggas coming up. Beauty in the struggle.
Huh. Kind of ended. What is Ject? Ject. Privilege. I don't know what that means. Let's see if there is a definition for Ject. Ject meaning? There we go. Throw? No, that's not what that means. Is there maybe a root word meaning Ject, throw, English? Slang? Jects, Urban Dictionary, short form of project, which means your hood. Oh, project, probably, right? Yeah. Okay. If that's what he means in this instance, right? Ject privilege, project privilege. That's interesting. That's interesting. I like his stuff though. The beats in this were fantastic. I wonder if he's the producer on it or if he came up with the music, because the music is great. Very, very simple. Absolutely serves the purpose it's supposed to. And I'm loving the lyrics. The lyrics to this are fantastic. And anybody who's gone through any sort of addiction or even just like a really crappy time in your life where you're not able to motivate yourself to move, this is a great example of how much, if you can get motivated to do the thing that you're just not doing but you want to do, this is how you're going to feel eventually, and it's going to be a good thing. And I say that in my life is a fucking mess, and I still feel so much better than when I was drinking every single day, and like I'd start at 3 o'clock in the afternoon and I'd drink until I fell asleep, and not good. Honestly, doing these videos has helped me with that, because I started it when I was drinking and had been realizing like I need to stop doing this because it's gonna kill me. That was also a big clue, is when I would wake up the next morning and immediately start dry heaving. Not a good thing. Not good at all. This was great. I would absolutely listen to more by him, and I'm curious if all of his songs are so personal. Great stuff. I love that these guys just go blah. They just, everything in their head, they're like, I just gotta get this out of me, and hopefully somebody else it appeals to and is meaningful to, or at least it sounds good to somebody else, right? And they'll enjoy it because it's a cool song, and I love this stuff. It's just so good. Pop Squad, checking out. Probably going to do a couple more songs because people have been sending me a lot of stuff to listen to, and I really want to do it because I just have a really good time doing this. And the fact that I'm getting such great feedback from everybody, and that I seem to be saying things that people like, it's fun. This is just fun for me. And like I said, I'm not making any money off of this. If people want to give me money via PayPal, they can. Whatever. I gotta get a new computer. Anyway, I'll talk to you soon. I'll be right back with some more music and some more reviews. Denzel Curry. I'll mention this next time, but if anybody knows any good music by Denzel Curry, let me know. One happened to come up in the car when I was driving earlier, and I was like, this sounds cool. I got to listen to something by him. So give me a Denzel Curry song. I would like to listen to it. Have a good night.